yo biasmo. Oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wiase ha. Asama to nyanko na to baby anka mfa ho. Nenso metene baby anka me pema yeden. Nenso wadoma nko mabo ade ebo nipa bata nipa ho. Obi ada na nyanko. Yesu ensu ane yirasio. Obi a woni dwuma odidi bo a oman. Wokwana ni kosi na fo wa yuku ni chechere ne ma. Biana ni koso ni ja. Obretu ni kukodo fo eja wo mo anku ni maba. Agurana na yiri kwa ba. Akasa no makasa French wo bie na no awobo ajo. Asana na ho febia woni bono so awo wira cheche. Wokwane ne ba ne na sene ne ba. Ejo no bi no anta bie eja wo mo.
Mountain of favorite songs. This is 92.9
Yes, you are now. Yes, you are now. Yes, you are now. Yes, you are now. Oh, yes, you are now. Oh, yes, you are now.
92.9 the Mountain of favorite songs. This is 92.9 the more music, more variety.
Are you ready? Are you ready? It goes like this. Look at the steps.
And it's Inspirational Monday, 25 after 7. This is Kessben 92.9. We are live on 93.3 FM across the 16 regions of Ghana. I don't pay, we are live on your TV.
So you walk to the left.
And to me, that's it. Left.
Break it down. Are you ready? Shut up. Are you ready?
Joyful Way Incorporated.
Are you ready?
And they are saying, you know, the Maakye, but say, yes, I'm Kwame. I didn't get the one.
Keep the lock there. Keep the lock there.
Let me go ahead, man.
Keep the lock there. Keep the lock there.
I know you love this one, but it's so inspirational. Begin your week right with us here at Kessben 92.9. I'm in quiet, you might want to manage to run. You're buying my home, so you're going to home come out and run.
Keep the lock there. 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 Keep the lock there.
Kessben 92.9.
Keep the lock there.
And of course, the rest of the kid is doing Doctor. Henry. Yes, security and the rest of the people. We didn't call this from over. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Na ebomo boko there.
Nyame adom na mo so.
Erade de yankwaje. I don't pay you that say waje yes so. I think first of last week somewhere within the week and we were told sir no share the occurrences on our borders and then our major neighbors almost as if say terrorist attacks Appejan home so for that reason, no, the National Security Ministry has serving notice to the general public and it entitled churches anymore Sahudu I said Yebeya Obiano ebetimi ada ne hoso. And we were told sir pay activities so award the Sahel region no amahwa be here. Sir, and then no Ghana, a buying a bit me increase and buying bohonsem na a public education so etimi akoso. But then the revelation came, sir, Oshe BMI, it looks as if sir some Ghanaians have been recruited into this major terrorist groups terrorizing Crawford around the globe. Mamintio on this and how best on my ye bit me attack us and ye bay.
Yo, Mr. Speaker, my main chair would give one of first of all, no, the information put out there, no, to assist alert Ghanaians na anamo into omutu no. Yebeka say yeah. Nanso na woman say why Yatnasi, I can a bit summary. If you say them Sahel operation of violent extremists, any terrorist activities, you know, and then yes, it's if I can't want them, but I bring nano, yeah, can na a binokra a bogu, and we are always waiting to take knee-jerk actions when it comes to this. Would have done better if some 5 years ago or some 6 years ago the government really was listening to the various CSOs and Juma, even to the run up to the 2020 elections. Your trainee media personnel, your trainee security personnel. The fact that will be a war security agency doesn't mean the Nippon war. That's fighting knowledge when it comes to some of these activities are violent extremists and terrorist offensive groups, you know, undertaken. So these people need to be retrained and continue training so that they can abreast themselves with the modus operandi of this working. Until say the national security minister, whether he was frustrated or he was fed up with the situation, now has to boldly come and admit, say, indeed, this is the situation. It is good. Now, two things. When it comes to terrorism and violent extremism activities now, yes, there are two things that play. One, there is no foreign terrorist group that will attack your country if they do not have any vested interest. They will not. You will not be their business. So the thing is an internal mechanism that we need to look at. Internal attacks. So the local terrorism, where the state plays major role. For instance, so we share their ACCCA. That in itself is a greater terrorism activity. As I said, Obia Eduneni Ekoho. Now, yes. For instance, you look at the way the state agencies like the police is killing people, maiming people, gunning down citizens with the least provocation, peaceful demonstrations, and people are gunned down. That in itself is a breeding ground for the greater terrorism anticipation that we are having. Because even in the U.S., within the Congress, they have always said that even the act of white supremacy is more so dangerous than the Al-Qaeda activity. You get my point? So, as I said, Omano, within. Now, like I'm saying, these terrorist groups and these violent extremist groups, you know, if you take a group like Al-Qaeda, what we need to do analysis and ask ourselves, Al-Qaeda, more interest in Ghana any day. If the conditions in your country is not favorable, to the extent that somebody can be indoctrinated or ideologically manipulated to also say, okay, Uko baby to Sudan, Uko baby to Burkina Faso, Uko baby to Mali, Emra Omuko Ahunyama Apano NG Omono, Omuflis or Masnemu Enye, na Onya Adokromo, a joining any other no crime ban on Mofaso, and Omudi register Omo grievances. And no, and the breeding, that is the first point, of course, we need to pay attention to. So I want the government to listen that they should not look for Boko Haram coming to Ghana. They should not look for Al-Qaeda coming to Ghana. We are already breeding grounds for terrorism within. And see, if you take groups that we hitherto say, oh, we have disbanded them like the vigilante groups and all those kind of things, those are the people. Those are the groupings that we need to take our attention to. Now, what is the driving the mobilization force? The mobilization force is religion, because when you pass it, or the friends and Yamason, and the home Nimpa Adrimu and then a Huyan, the Yamason Bakachen, the Anobidiso, and Nunti and Ama I bring Nano, Sa Ekobia, every day said, or by any means be a year. The SSA or even say original, say this is a yen. Kwame Appiah Kubi and on my bochenku and on what I execute this kind of attack. So yes, we can do all the sensitization, but that sensitization should be that we need to fix the factors
I see. Now, in fixing the factors, the major contributing factor, a lack of employment. A Juma and Crawford enya. And the information minister was very clear in his speech and as an address. And they know what share the activities are air cost, especially they are happening here at Togo. One of their barracks are about close to 10 soldiers. Some Ghanaians have been recruited into such groups. Wama adieno aba now they are cautioning sir obia no be on the lookout for people our behaviors seemingly enye de nyina no ye expect na afeye betimi are reported to the emergency numbers awomo de ato abonten. Is this ultimately the best approach to deal with some of the issues? What sort of education should a Ghanaian have to be able to determine in terms of his observation, say who bibia wo betimi aka bibi na wetimi a reporting?
Yo, Mr. Speaker, answer na me answer the second question. No, two things. Senya abayno ema yehu say
Kessben.
Enyomani bia amama impo ende Ghana niba ya yerukutino into VE groups no. Eden na aban no eka kire mbebunu no a ye wo man mu se omo ye afa ho nti se obeka se for instance unemployment is one major factor ye person mo beka kire se kwan be no be for some be suffer unemployment now so say ebe ma mbebunu ireshemu and that is the first education that they need to give to the people. You need to give the people that assurance say ye hu se enyoma ema impo mbebunu anka in omun form hun for sanyoma no e ye senti na mo do mun for sanyoma no nti Kwame na be fa so ye be so ano anta na enu echi no na efi esese ye recognize say ye bu oman no every individual is very important, very significant in the minutest area. The minority elite political activists now say go to find omo afa omai omude omunsa omunai omuti omuyefo no mu bibi omude wura omai neje padimu omu sabo omubo sene ebe ya sebe ta fanke omuna na no embembe di hia no saa omuna na no na ende omu tunkam Ghana ejapade ema dodo na ekwa ahwenyam no enu bi ena yehu ewo Sudan tinti saa fo no hu se yenyina ye wo chefa ewo Ghana ejapade mu ebe ye den na ekuo kitwe bi ebefa nyansa kwan so ebefa omo political power kwan so na omo de agisa nyoma nyina dodo na bekwa nyoma nti sana yeso ebesoro etia. So the government is supposed to give that kind of assurance, especially to the youth when it comes to unemployment. Now the economic conditions, they should come and tell us how they are taking us out of this economic conditions. Those are the things the government is supposed to assure us, providing a friend is saying a toll-free number or any emergency number, for me, is the secondary matter. Because if we truly engage, like the way I engage in media, the various CSOs on peace and security, human security, we have been talking. If the government is listening to us and come in a collaborative effort, I am telling you that the education is already out there. A lot of people are already informed. But what is sending their attention, it is because of today, the high economic difficulties and challenges that we are facing. And that, for me, is the bridging ground, and that is where we need to start the education. It is not only about providing emergency service number. And the people who are going to man this emergency service number, we will not have the doubt there. They've given them some form of training to know how to interact with those people who are going to give them information. But we have always said that intelligence is key. Intelligence gathering is number one. So if today, even within the agencies, the government is recruiting passive boys who don't have any idea when it comes to security, then how do we, all the education that we are going to do, we go on radio, we go on the churches to do that kind of education, how are you going to be able to fight this canker? Because the very people that are charged to give us the concrete evidence, gather information, they are powerless. because of partisan nature. So so the country is already sitting at the verge. If we really need to do this, then the government has a very Herculean task to bring everybody on board. And he should not leave the CSOs out. He should not leave the media out. And the media should not turn on a propaganda tool, because it's not a propaganda tool. Let me tell you something. If you go to the United States, almost about 115 headlines was given to hate speech, was given to issues of terrorism and violent extremism. When you do that, you actually make the people popular.
Kessben.
So if the government engages the media and they feel that they are going to use their media chronism group to do this kind of agenda, I am telling you that they are rather going to, as it is, arouse the passion of the young ones in fighting for what they feel that it is rightfully belong to them.
Okay, all right. But in the interim, the average Ghanaian, what must he know?
Yes, so average Ghanaian, we have always said security, a shared responsibility. And as an individual, usie any important corner over, quite a secure your own house. Places are call. Also, we make it every fund and social gathering area. For instance, hotels, playgrounds. When it comes to the theaters and all of this, all these people should work in hand with the security agencies to ensure that the idea friend say bambo hon share shekina HC into who as an individual you should first of all be alert of yourself. Now, how do these people operate? Like we're saying, their operations are very clandestine. You see, sometimes you cannot pinpoint who is even wearing a suicide bombing material or equipment. You cannot really pinpoint, but it takes that kind of high intelligence operative mechanism. No, for instance, if you say a mauler, we need to educate 24 hours. We need to educate the people who are operating the mall.
Okay.
We need to have the various surveillance, what we call the electronic surveillance systems in place. They should be able to, at the gate, they should be able to put up a system. The system should be able to record every individual now and then who enters the mall and come out of the mall. Similar thing can apply to the various.
Yes, but I believe, sir, the surveillance system, take charge of that, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But even the surveillance system, we have various forms of surveillance system. I mean, there are systems that, as it is, sometimes it can even have per partnership agreement or per collaboration. They can even have a link direct to a certain monitoring place. It will be synchronized to probably maybe the national system, so that on the go, when something happens, right there, we are able to attend to that kind of thing. But at the individual level, we can also be vigilant. I mean, this thing is about vigilance, because the individual who goes to work is not bothered about who is coming to attack him in a torso or not. But we are saying that because of the clandestine nature of how these people operate, what we need to do is that we just need to be on the lookout. We just need to be alert, so that if we see somebody probably in your area or an unknown person, maybe in a church, it doesn't also mean that the person could be a bad person, but you need to watch the person's communication, you need to watch the person's movement and all of that. So it is a matter of vigilance. You cannot, because, for instance, if you look at 9/11, what were the tools that were used in perpetrating the 9/11? Some of them used knife, common knife. So how would you be able to say, and at that point in time, it was knife that was going to use? Because people would be looking out for maybe a very sophisticated system to attack. But that was nothing. Indeed, their modus operandi is very clandestine. So every individual just needs to be vigilant. And then, like you were saying, if you see any suspicion or people whose communication or whose movement is not as it is normal to you, then you can also make that alert.
Okay. Zanik, Mami, no, as you know, pay.
Yeah, Michelle.
It's Sadiq Edichum na Yanino Edin Komono, bringing us to 53 minutes after 7 a.m. We are live in Kumasi on Kessben 93.3 across the country, 16 regions of Ghana, and Ope will share live on your digital television. And that's it. This is Kessben TV and then Kessben FM 92.9 in Accra. We are so grateful, sir, and Ope so what join here. And the discussions we are having, borders on our security and the we will play a major role in ensuring, sir, when you see something, you definitely will have to say something. Said me draw authorities and the security agencies, no, on their toes. Na afei etimi aboa ma ye banbo honsem no yetimi emiemu. Said be ni pabone phobia so entimi emede ye bone. Enti hashtag no when you see something, you must say something. No any hashtag ministry no at the abba. I don't pay yadamunyina say what join here. But we'll be talking to you about a year. And so you know, it looks as if says say there. In your top 5 minutes cry one cry. In so ni yes. Sadie we yaka me cry there. Maka ho asema my bread. But we will still have to discuss it because yes till now no yentimi and find a solution a lasting solution a betimi a handle problem no na a solve a problem no. And now no memory there numre. Is your to one crime. But your monfa videos no enfenguso emame na yentimi ende ho enkomo. Last 2 weeks Saturday, in your to memory danopa, it was an ISO. Nadmo, the mere rhetorics, it looks as if say a yababe doso. The more reason why some of these things, still now no say ye kase yentimi and find solutions. In the Kaneshi enclave, a hokra de untimi nka ho asem. I'm now there was re. Said the insuator uti already share video ya there to Facebook CCA. Na said the insuo afan crofo ewo mu fie na anaju desium esese wo mu hwi insuo fi wo mu dem etowa you will see how painful as that situation yi esi etie oba circle ha say tiptoe lane insuo ni dani pool ewo crofo shops mu ewi ase na crofo kra adware wum anope mu toilet ni ade afa na wudidi afa me emu toilet ni ade wo hwe se di nsuo ya yiri a then you ask yourself say what is the future of the Greater Accra region, the national capital? Would you already know so I just come to Facebook na brabehe videos no because en koma ye di no it's an ISO. And the unfortunate side no any say wonnim baby a wo be pia kwa nsuo be hyase se eto na be ka washa abonten na wontimi nkofi wonnim. The more reason why I don't pay ye kan wasem because I deal with atina hosa. Kwamina look at the density of insua. A chief and crofo shop so insua a kiosk echo. Insua a fan crofo containers.
Na container mponi se ni nipa de.
Oh. Kwamina it's not a joke. You see, manin chawa there. Last 2 weeks anopa Saturday anopa insua ni toye no. Okay?
Yeah.
Se wonnam Tantra Hill enclave ni mua.
Okay.
From Tantra Hill la eba besi your friend is Chantai Junction.
Yeah, Chantai.
Baby anana never bought what you know. Chantai Junction wo ufi ma 7
fish pond.
Good. There is a gutter.
Fish pond lie hono.
Ensuo ni to ye no. Ebu fa gutter ni so nyina ma that enclave ni nyina no eyiri.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Ufi sa enclave no na wo ba besi Tantra Hill. Champion Divine Clinic main road neswa. There is also another linking road that Ekosi Mile 7. Frame so your horse side. Okay? That side neso gata no eyi fasua ma that stretch of road no linking road ni nyina nso eyiri. The unfortunate part come na enano memory dey ye nsuo to ye ya. So watch motor overhead no more. All piece of enim ho no. Fly over na ho no.
Yeah.
Okay, there wo fast here na wo come out 7. Uko straight enya mena no kwa na make ho asem. Uko straight unam fly over ne so a.
Okay.
Na wo ko Kumasi anase wo ko Fankwa. Fly over ne so an kasa no nsuo to a eyiri wo fly over ne so.
Nansa nam ko hu.
Achimota fly over no. Wo free Achimota Neoplan. Na wo Neoplan no traffic light ne so. Na one far down, now far fly over Nankasa Swa. Kwana old piece from Honomona, Ube se fly over no eswa yiri. The middle highway near Kokumasi no.
Is that bigger?
A yiri.
Mr. You rate your message. Unrate your message. And I would me bet, but me they can't some serious. Who knew idea? We'll sit here and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Kessben.
The next day, the problem will be there. Because when him fly over there, okay.
Oh yes.
Engineering design, a defect on the part of the engineers. We unfan show because as you know, mikro amenye experts road construction who say. Santo krontokro no mo twitwa to apampam ho se nsuo kotaka akwan ne so a e wo se nsuo no timi fam kofom no o man twa ne e ntinati akosi no
and the same thing they see of Fanko barrier why
ntinati akosi na minim se ya original highway director uko highway a ya supervision and monitoring boss ya way wa he okura de obetimi am ya de prayer quota so crowd highway why itu anaka. This is why I'm not tackling politicians but I'm tackling technocrats. Now, put your office on. Yaya the NRA. Problem number say ni yeka. Base kwabrani betwana mo akoro so. What is the problem? Wahanti ensure no to a flood wa ha. Ema homo enam soro ni nyina cause traffic, it could cause accident, e betimi akose obi mame, obi papa life. Ni ba betimi awu no. Somebody will sit at the office no relax say they don't care. Because Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker I was there myself. Just a walker. Anya onkwa o. E ba ne down hono kura nso a oba bedroom ma serve hono a
anya na make run about ne so yes e also flooded
now me
question na wodu of Fanko nso at the same time
me question na me see engineering defect because sa kwan we enche sa ye be start here sa problems we also na nso kura de enkenka soro Mr. Speaker wo de fanse ma bo me nim hwe nso be na ka chansen so wo de fanse form de egu fanse ata ba bi na edan soro so nso ka ho well baby as wo dan so yes nsuato obi dan nsuato nsuo na kan
nsuo na kan chances so
as we want to be that
flow over ne so asem ne ye kai
nsuo ade a wo soro a yes ya na brosan kwan da form no nsuo ne to a nsuo ne timi mfiri soro ho megu form na bom na nsuo na ka pampam ho na no so cause problems ana two sama 7 roundabout ho nsuo na timi aboko ta ne mutok asphalt ne mutok
and there's almost a hu
ama akwa kodu point say chese dru wa wo hwe trotro for no left right any idea and who cares
about na nka ho ase and almost omu hu
why na care
highway for so omu hu
why na care about your rules
omu hu
I'm surprised oh Mr. Speaker what my dear no ni ayentumi nya ye ne de ye nye bakakra ya ne so ese no yentumi so hwe mbo ho ban because atokro ya beda ma 7
about e ho nyina
atokro ya beda ma 7 run about
yeah
neso me kura me bank ra hamfa ne se busu me kakra ni neso
is that akase pa
me ko fa ho no na me se me kwa chimota mo
me ko fa ho traffic e be che ho
de se mo na nsuo no to ekota mu no na cars ne fam no na mu bie sa ayi abrosan die ya me ayi de be dia na flower ya nsuo akota so aye kan de se ka pa enko bet se o man hwa ankotu ho na mo na nsuo no to aso ta ho a be do part na sa part of road ho na asai na tutokuro okay entimi me say
they say udim de ho na ye e ho no wo mo a e free ye friend say of Fanko ye fa ne say
eba no
yes
eba no ebesia o ba etani fa ho na mo e ko no so
ta be ni fa ho no wo say obi mo nam fom okay wo mo e free Tantra Hill runabout ne so eba no okay wo mo nam fom ana wo mo ba betie simu e wo ma 7 lane ne mo wo mo enam fom no because flyover ne so na nsuo no eyiri afadinti no wo ye car na wuduru ho na car foforo nam soro na o twa nsuo ni nyina na egu car ni
na
wo ye hwan na chese nsuo ni nyina no
Sunday unroli warhwe nkosoro na wo kwa asore na wo se fufuo
na
edi twawo na ba fom a enti ana I take to lay ya okay Mr. Speaker menti engineers na si enope me wo mo so yenim se baby nsuo to ebetimi ayiri aside say individual behavior say the container ana dan be sisi nsuo ni kwan na betungra agum no munso am transit design air plan no you should know say sa gata we ye nsuo do say na befem because who study nyama ni bi ho a hwe gata fia bi edan ni mu ha sa take to lay ho nsuo ko fem bere na mu mfaso amana na mu mfaso hwe ketua bi hwe ayi anopai I wish your cameras won't cover her there. Kwa hen kwafo nsu aguro omusto mu a omagbo ka kwafa ne mamba na also especially
mobile Facebook
phone ni ade
ya dia to Facebook
ensu ase wo mo niam
nyina wo mo bibia asai
maami ya no de prayer
yeah
na misiri because we can't continue like this say natural disaster natural disaster so to say Japan no ma say onsu ato ebi ensu kese ebi yira fa so aflade ana but when a daily routine just ensu jemu pe yes emra. And you can't we sit down as a country. You ain't mean design.
But not to be so.
You ain't mean your plan be a.
There will
be a friend of Accra BBB development one sustainable one for Accra development. Say Accra city one development to. Say Kumasi city development to. Your engineers now move Kumasi and cry. Any major capitals no. Mr. Speaker. It's about time so better na say. Na omo jais are colonial mentality designs no omo ye no. But tell you, now all my proper designs are. And be boama in Yemen be one can bet me avoid it because share or down a river. Unse space womb. Yes, and you don't really cross a dear. And to me, enter ne banks and ne boundaries, and co creative.
Is it your town who dear can see?
Oh, now send Ram make her.
Eh,
Mr. Dako,
who call Accra Academy School?
Man for because I can't see. But I found.
Come now, it's a nice one. Abeka Junction, Accra Academy, Kanesi, and painful at it ho, professors at it ho, or my moon painful at it ho, airtime.
Barman tell the Biasio, sir, Abeka Junction say, hey, maybe tell a university way, friend,
Ghana
Technology University way, Mr. Speaker. I don't know how a simple analysis say. A simple problem, I will say. Gata na omo twan to kura to ho na o sensuo no ko wuram no enko wuram so we hia tesere keke okay ni ama ba to kuro nim na nsuo no kota ho a ami edu be bia we should apply common sense ye hia say better so to kuro no keke ama to kuro na ya accessible okay so be ya nsuo no betimi awuram akogu gata ni we so Mr. Speaker we so enkosi da ben
the last time I did home kobo me catch us ye be kwa san ba we betina betie
we we ni me
we need them renew and na no pay ye no sabe we e be kwa san ba obi an ho be solve agosia mami ntio e wo ho
na me ka konongo dwaso kwan no
yeah
na no me ko kuma se ko no mai between dwaso ekosi konongo na me complain say esie bia ni mo ho ba bia highway e kwan na tutuo no me ko e no maye so I hope say so mutia omuti enka
we dey omonyo
sa eho police training school ho kakra no ko
abeka no womunye
me fi say omo afi kuma se bankran ene omo eba nyina no ye nyina fa hobi tesere keko Mr. Speaker we say wo dey opa ho omo nya ma na fa mesi ni ko na ye fa teso ni hama ya bobo yi no na ye dress ade na no problem na solve
kana womunye agosia mami ntio na we nya ade ombe
ye say nya contractor ko aya na ye kan say nso aho
wo ma no
na
agosia ade wo su asan wada
mehu ma no na ye ka contractors asem no efutu na wose ko ba bia wose ebi so ko ma ye ma na ye ti dwom no said ye suban bisitie no ye payen ko fa broni e ma ne mra me ye megina ye kon ho se ye ansesa ye suban na Mr. Speaker saade no emwa yen se obi betena dwom no watena se dwaba nchinye kuma so de koye kokonte owie ya no de agu gatem tia na wonim se nsuo ni to aya na mefa me dem ana wa wo ho ene beba be yi wo ne nyina afiri ho enti ye ka ensu yiri ne ye be ko June July na ye mpanimfo de on be ka brofa kase a kire yen na de bia in the pipeline ene niema kase a wo mo e ka kire yen no ye susu ye ntu ye ho fo ne hu ne se mpanimfo mo nwene ye ho enti ye nwene ya bra bo na ye hu kwan ye befa so a ye gatas ne ade no ya ye nsi no na ye ntoto ne ma bi ntwini mu eno na de bia ma eyiri sa no a na kyesa afa ba bia ye suba so ka hu enti ya so ye nso ya brabo ye efiamwa eku ye nyina efiamwa eku ye na adwene ye ne sa abonten ho no wonte wo bi enti wo de niema ne sika ni mu sa na oduru ho no no yi to gata ni mu a won hwe ba bia ye na ne refi se ensuo bi nso beto ebe yira ba filling station ho ebe yira ba ba bia no ni container ni si no aba be fa ne niema enti me dia no pe eya futu ye so so ye tu ye ho fu bi na ye hunu se so obi anwene ye ho a ye so ye anwene ye ho ana
okay na mami ntio kakra o nenko
yeah Mr. Speaker we dey tiawa na you see asem we ye kase ye ka Mr. Speaker ye be ka ma de ache as I said, we are Ghana near uji to me say 7 prediasa. We have accidental leaders. Yeah, no, yet Munua. Yenya opportunity to rule this country. No, yeah, anya lucky. Omo rule the two political parties. No, Oma failure, and they are the parties in the next 50 years. Ombese
rule.
Etika who say, "Wo timemuni na out one." Who said there's nothing they can do about this. Jamaica artists. Yes, it won't say osese wakwabi. Oko baby a ehwa water prone, water lure. I'll be cotton asasi amawa. You have to be very careful. You understand? Because listen, the reason why I make us say this, Mr. Speaker, May 9 disaster ne buy. May 9 disaster. A committee was set to investigate the May 9. Report by him and found this in any recommendations. Okujato recommendations say we should not play Kotokone House in the night again. But say you put Kotokone House anajo meboa. Good. You say Kotokone House yeboa. Emra national television. Today you find it difficult to get it on national television. Jamaica Racha say unless Sebia television station that you pay money. A television station that you pay money. Akwakoshe. Unya sa channel no. You understand? Me camera ko say after the 3rd June 2015, this disaster is so cycle has it. Na Goy filling station no a flood ya or ya kogu ania a blast ya nipa over 154 strong mo kwa. Sa efu ho aye kase flat. As I say 5 years ni kwase ka Ghana. Serious country be enu ho no ma aka Ghana esike to witness flat kokra. I'm telling you. Madam PB Kasimi Chene. Was it they were driving in Milan, in Italy? Omo call wedding. Omo tu baby na Porto obi. Obi abeba as a car be abeyama. Porto kitu obi abeda ho. Odu onum no say abrochebu no say there be we sisi anesi. Yenko yebeba no maye. Was I sure? Was yebeba no maye. Also omo call party no omo ban. Omo du ona machine du si gigigigi ya wiema. Enkonfo jejina ho. That is how we are not proactive. We are not proactive. Yet, Mamufo Kahon, Enna, a binding civil servant almost young mom, neutrality allowance. I also Kahon. Jamaica say
negligence of duty.
Negligence of duty. Yes, say, baby, be a water prone, waterway areas. So, Obiquisi die on her and yet designated for residential area.
Yeah.
And Nikwasa electricity for Ghana water for and Ghana electricity for and they extended electricity in the water call. But yet, a Kofoko Bedo Emma, in electricity for and the light call. The reason why this idea in the Bible say we are discouraging people from building
on waterways.
But civil servant now on not electricity one. What take Ghana water hona waje neutrality allowance no. What the light to call Jamaica what I say. Now listen, Abamo yi ya solve problem we are you solve nweda. Mameka se mi job 2020 attach ya then minister for work and housing. Oshia oyen central for mubi na Mr. Speaker with your dodge Mameka kakra bi cho. Or say over 200 million allocated by the current government so far cannot be matched by any other government in the country's history. No Okabibi or addressing media. Afa perennial flood now about Accra. On what just I pay you 200 million. I deba tackle flood in a war Accra. Eti sa sikana abana you since Ghana buy no a baby any says sikana da so the attack. Sadly, was say addressing a group of journalists on the tour to inspect ongoing drainage projects at some flood-prone areas in Accra. The minister stated that since we started the constitutional arrangement under the 1992 constitution, no government had invested in drainage measure than President Akufo-Addo. We want to put it on record, but for the fact that we want to put it on the record, say Abambia Nyesadi, and I'll say. But for the fact that he found additional monies of budget for us to do some of these drainage, the situation will have been disastrous. A sum of 200 million was allocated for drainage purposes under the 2018 flood control program. 2018 flood control program. Maybe about 200 million a year. You allocate and I say since Ghana buy him, I buy behind you be done. Not test on the know or hop the one.
Yeah.
Not test on the or that's so hop the one. A tick lane has he. I see him fine. Not tick load the net I will hop before Sunday yet 2018 flood control program. Now hop the one.
Yeah.
There war a junction La Paz.
Abeka Junction.
No, Abeka Junction. La Paz, race course junction. Race course junction. Would you roam Akko race course? Ah,
I want to hear you.
Serious. And I'm coming here. Kosiaba. Or had them. I hope you are serious. Question had you know. I need you serious. You understand? No, ho. It will be someone say. Agena. Flood, you know. Yet to be solved. Yeda. The Nimwa. Aye clear. Obianam Chromo, you know. A dear na ye solve problem ne signa and no dear ye chestica yet to be kohunian solve. They make an watch say. Yes, another you know a business here improper city planning abba so the biche a choir ye fast ye plan ye city no it's so bad. And go focus sit down say ye your father say water waste ya ye ka ho asebia.
Na as for marry ne
and go focus sit down ye ka ho asebia. The nya enkofonya prosecution. Oh, we are tackle Sadi we say with a seriousness. You feel so when they share we ukobubu na on twaba ye ni political work obia timi ya de ope de make an watch say obia kwa koboka na wakotue sika adamudie e de amad authorities na yakwa kosi dan e wo baabia nsuo wo ye timi kobubu dan wu. Because you make attempt to see an independent twaba because of that. Not sad no. Dear bet me I can say.
Lack of
speaker. I to be speaker. Dear can say. Ya kasa. Any year because dear corner dear. A baby we bet me as one. Says on we say flood the South Kumasi. Flood the Kumasi. Kumasi dear crowd is becoming worse than Accra. Cause obia person or city. Obia person or city. Eti bebia obenya bia setie bia no esese okokosi dan ho je make right say. So if you don't have the political will to prosecute people, to raise down people's building, to make sure say yes sha or mine a city ni for ntima de bia sa de we de betra ho de bia sa.
We'll be talking to Ora Charles BCU, the Western Regional Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, now seeking to become the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Yanino being commodity, but Mammy Kokumas and I mean, you may be a hobra. Yakoba, Ora Charles BCU, we're better now, Yanino, Edin, Komo, and then we can the New Patriotic Party at all regional levels. Beginning on the 27th, 28th, and 29th of May, Wamubetuaba, the new regional executive. The Ashanti region is burning. That is more stronger than a butter. The Mount and you cook. I said, dear honor. And to stay with us, you come back, you need chance to see you video come. Nah, you didn't come over here. You make a Kumasi, maybe. I mean, you might work Kumasi na membra, na mene. As that insurance for any and come as that insurance brokers, a company back one. But you and they know a ban with insurance won't say munina noa. One more to a boase pa na one more acheche womu. But you the omu yenina no and say we your client. Or person with insurance policy. When you him the obey me a yenina no ne say what this how no ebekwa kosua as that insurance brokers. Woman kwa and a bit me at two boas. Na afi wo mo acheche wo mu the various policies are wo ho existing won so betimi atobi de afri mu na afi wo mo timi amwa hotoso no afi dru pepe so bi apese o make you claims ho no na ya na problems ne wo no because they drew ho no mu na o document esese wo file wo niema esese wo de keka ho nyina na complete no na akwakoye bibia ho na akoye kona bra sa problems no any challenges nti ana asida insurance brokers limited for ewo say wo betimi aso no de amount the more reason why anope say ankomo ye ba bedie eho ehia pa say wo betimi atie bi na timi aboa ama wo nso watimi anya hotoso next time no okoto insurance policy bia no ana watimi anya munim dia ebetimi aboa mamenko na mene the management de ma asida insurance brokers limited enkodi enkomo baja wotemeka good morning.
Good morning. Pacho, what to say?
Kessben.
George, me hoye na wonso
Cho ya me adom me hoye pa.
Very well. I don't pay me that say your tone safro. What me aje so na wabade di kan. I don't pay e dey na sida insurance brokers mo wo e dey ma me ni metie for.
Yo me das. Me di kan afa akwanya so. Etia otiefo ene ahwefo nyina anopem se na wochi nenne no ye hye dwumadie bi ase ewo motor insurance nti etumi kyerɛkyerɛ nneɛma bi mu na nneɛma bi so wɔ hɔ a yɛntumi ankyerɛkyerɛ mu nti na bepɛ sɛ ye hwɛ saa na yɛntumi ankyerɛkyerɛ mu no na yɛnkyerɛkyerɛ mu ma etiefo ne ahwɛfo nyina.
Very interesting. Until last week, you didn't come more about a year car insurance, either a third party one, and now so say the one kasa will be a year comprehensive. But you just bear 2 minutes. You wrap it up. The last week you can you know you mukakra in 2 minutes. Na afe yen famra misi and then so na yen tu ya boa say entre mu ye.
Yo, last week you share motor insurance say. You can say motor insurance then. Na you can say pama ankra na edwuma bi owo car one insurance company efa sa pam no se ne be ya abra o use ne car na wa insure no so de konya akwansia insurance company beba na o ma betua compensation e dey ama different types of people no embidum ye third parties ni bi wo ha car akwansia ba ebi a omo faso ehwere omo nkwa ebinum so eprepra ebi so wo ha na car no akose obi fufro ade enti yekoso ekyerkyere mu say there were different types of policies. There were third party only, third party fire and theft, and yes I were comprehensive. The comprehensive no crano. There were mumienu, there was standard policy no, and there were full comprehensive no and be no mayor mo friend no executive insurance. Na
Kessben.
Say me boni po ho me pese ene no ye beye mpensemu e wo sa nneema miensa me boy eso sa ne beye a amanfo bete ase eyi
Okay. Alright, me go so me tell. And motor insurance said the last week here kai and the classifications of it. And then my yemfa comprehensive no. Na yemosu biem kakra na afi yento aso emfri.
Yo me dase. Comprehensive no.
Kessben.
Eno na the most sophisticated and I can say a cover enuama bebre. Inti we comprehensive. Number 1 say unya akwensiana say obi free mo a that is death. You have compensation. Secondly, say obi pra you have compensation. And uko say obi ade so a and also you have compensation, but I know it's limited to about 5,000.
Kessben.
Ghana cedis. Say upe say who increase no a ya ma utua sika kakra ka ho. Nti obi wa obeka say increase no to buy 10,000 and now 15,000 and now 20,000. Ne ahwe na ya ma utua sika kakra aka ho. Na ya ma ya extended cover no e the amount. Afi so policy no e cover theft and fire. Say oka no akonya akwensia na ahye ana aka na nkasa kwa etumi eba say na eja atom afi so obi etumi wia oka dan say obehu na ye wedding bia na baby a obehu say na bi ma be ya announcement so no oboboa say baby a wa park won enye omutumi efa so ewia oka ana okọ park wo baby a omutumi fa so ewia oka nti eno so covered under the comprehensive. And sana accidental damage say car no ekonya akwensia na car na nkasa so asay nti o car no a ebe hye ana say yebewia ana say ebe say no Sunday ma miensen and determine say obey full comprehensive no ana say obey standard policy no. If you say standard policy no you will be a friend no excess no ABI 10% and now 15%. 10% here for private cars, 15 here for commercial. Sentia yes and say your person be why car insurance, especially comprehensive, you know. Say or kaka na obehwe no hu su ye se na ebe ya onko nya accident. If you say onim say say ye betua claim na ye beti bi efi one. If you say sa policy no to ya obehwe no hu su ye. Na say penny sa now person we have full comprehensive no so and you be more especially for private cars and no you shada here more bia keke say only insurance company no and negotiate and normally ema new cars and our cars are bia we use as a collateral now they are called loan inti say ka comprehensive na sanuema we amabobo din nyina no e cover ba be person me kan sem baku ele kan normally third parties no say car no a private car normal policy no ema omo tika no mu no just some small amount about 2,000 e person one kasa we o personal accident insurance. Send a bear and no ebe cover one kasa at the time ebia obenya accident obi pra na obehwe wonkwa. Inti ne woman say policy ni nyina no beginning no third party covers no wom. Inti third party you be a onka insurance company ana oni akwa okoye insurance no na ye wo ebinum to say pedestrian obi a o twa ka akwam ana onam ekwan chen na ebia ka akọbọ no sa nipa no is covered ana obi so a wakọfa no say on beye ejuma emfa maw to say wakọfa carpenter bi ana mason bi ana electrician ana plumber bi say
Kessben.
on beye ejuma maw mpremprenso a ote o car no na o car no konya kwensia na opra ana o hwe no nkwa sa nipa kono is also covered under the comprehensive policy.
Okay. All right, very interesting. But in all of this, I watch Mono say Obi a driver now or call for comprehensive and now third party insurance. And they what is the reason why in here the person must insure through Asida insurance
You
brokers?
say Asida insurance brokers. Yes, some very simple. Yes, say men come for your insurance will be wa brea uhu yen. And fa also say one crime and now wo Kumasi fiti Accra to Aflao to Azim to Hamile to Bogatanga inina baby a wo bia ofra yebeba yebeje osu na yebekire okwan a odi documents a odi be insurance no odi be brand na odi brand ye wi a yankasa ye be sign asend e de abro ni senti ni say ye pese ye yi how a obia okoye insurance ofem ansana wenya insurance no
Kessben.
any send claims so eba ekwan ofa so a obren ansana ebia nsa aka claim no ya pese ye ni na mremre nti wo de friend o friend ye be bibia e de amount ye be yi wo stress no efiso bibia ye insurance de fama ye na ya nkasa ye handle and fama if you say sabi ye wo enimdi eni esuehunu e wo insurance mu se na be ya ye de be boa men konko ye insurance no wo baby na wo wie na se wonya claim na susansu bi baswa na wo wie na o say ye mbra na ye be help ye help ye customers
Kessben.
o fire so e de ye insurance na tam so na wo ye claim a ye be boa ma wa ye o claim no pepepe.
Okay. All right, Judge. So what you kwan na afefa mo numbers no etudwa na ye fancy.
Yo Nipacho Asida insurance brokers. Ye wo first floor Asida house Edum. Yen telephone numbers 055-171-3997 055-171-3997. Yesan so ye wo 020-00-80-981
Kessben.
020-00-80-981. Na yesan so ye wo in crime Asida Twin Towers e wo circle. Mr. Speaker, baby, oh yeah, Obawa, on Sabekain.
Okay. All right. All right, George. My man, and now I say, I no pay me aduma next week. Your best answer anymore.
That's it. I mean, sure.
I mean, sure. So, all right, George. I mean, no, Edin Komo from Asida Insurance Brokerage Limited.
Asa shirina no pano wasa meja wo mu asoma biaba wodoma kuma oba de ehye yense yeni nsa woso eni je ni agrewo afe wunua bi wi ase asonimu eba sa wo yira kwanso a kire ne kwampa no bi asem yo bi asmo oni pada sani awon manwe mu wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkemfa ho menso metene be bia nka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade ebo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko ensu na yirasio obi a woni duma odidi bo a oman wokwo na ni kosi na fo wa yuku ni chechere ne ma obi ana ni koso ni ja obretu ni kupodu fo eja wo mu anku ni maba agurana na wiri kwa ba akasa no makasa french obi na no awobo ajo asana na ho febia woni bono so a wo wira cheche wokwo ne bani na sene ni ba. Party
weekend, the new patriotic party will be electing new regional executives across the country. Yeah, the whole comedy no Edinburgh. The Ashanti region is burning. Someone or Jenny who could grow up here. And it's I am here. And to stay with us, that your name come on, Charles BC, regional secretary of the new patriotic party in the Western region. Now he's seeking to become the NPP's next general secretary. A contest of more than let me say a very big good morning to him. Mami Emanachi na me mano akwaba. Charles, good morning.
Good morning.
Maybe I will call there. The best comes from the West, right?
Exactly.
I see. But how has life been? It's been a very long time. You're still in the media, no? What have you been all this one?
Oh, more. That's a mechia. It's a media and ma me. I'm the Kessben number bar. In your hair. I've been to other media houses and. Me just the nyamina duma BBR koye. Nti yehwe kase wokan.
Okay.
Nti yenu so kra.
Western region to saying
nyamina dum Western region. Since you boko an election so I meminde. Na I mean saying
on the 28th.
Yeah.
Okay.
My 2 terms regional secretary. But this time the man Kubi.
I see.
Say odo bi suba na obochi do ho. Na zinti suma masum no midfielder oye na the bench wala hu seats or yeje na 2020 na across the country nzama one koye but still your majority seats for Western region, and I'm hoping that the new executives no ban together able to maintain the order down ya jibiaka.
Okay.
And so being 80 experience, and I believe that mutum aidan musumetne chiminja ndama adam support on ma Western region oko name.
Okay. You believe, sir, under your leadership, no, the new patriotic party, the Western region has fallen for you. Do you believe in that?
What do you mean by fallen for me?
Yes, fallen because all this one, we know, sir, in every major election, the Western region is considered as one of the major swing regions.
Yeah.
Yes, and considering 2016, 2020, I think it's in 2016 there, you had a majority seat in the region until, sir, Western Norton, so now coming down into 2020. Dynamics, you know, Obegas say there. The new patriotic party is in full hold of the region.
Okay, still your majority on them. When I took over, region year 26
constituencies.
Now you 8. Not today. And this were 18. So that was a lot. 2016 year Ben here being 16.
Okay.
No car on the NDC 8 to I think 10. Now. Watch him no back 17 or Western region now. But if only baby says if you also a contemporary winida, or Western or TH come, Nane will be in the door. And now was them 3 in Ukraine. It's no aka 14. Your elections you 5, but we still have a majority.
Okay.
Now, Osafo for report on our ship in the MP into me just there on the idea share you implement recommendations or women. And personally so. As I am so you region because here they from one or there because at time no South report the way last year. And as we're moving on, things will change. One about the human resource and or your constituency elections and from polling station, you change some of the human resource. Your cons region so episode change.
Okay.
And once you get a new crop of human resource in place now, national dynamics no from by aiming there, you should there if you are baby today evaluate at your moral.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's still
that is the former tourism minister.
Exactly. And that's still a shocker.
And Priscilla Valley, so right?
Yes.
Okay.
But Priscilla Valley is on your shocking today evaluate because a Juma year or evaluate.
Okay.
On the Priscilla Valley is a very big constituency. I think over 100,000 thereabout. And evaluate on Sodom.
Okay.
But evaluate you see you stadium ho see defense 2016 your cohon ulaya tibuks so hino bisa exim lower exim hino bisa na Akufo-Addo. I remember 10th of February 2015 there and 2016 yes no bisa na Akufo-Addo the onko share see defense but from previous governments now abenya all the president what promised to obey until say no catch no do obey amana once what to abanaman ampa itwana mo share see defense no na so obey no oye until there's a sea defense axim for when you aje until me just that time now urbana o shebo podo obey azin what to man no ye mum no one to amen potata anti Catherine lost and town routes them anti one it's a shocker
but the people were very clear at the time of Katrina Feku BM. They told you said there was a little bit of rift between or near him for no for that reason the party it would have best be in your interest and Kamubese Sano as a candidate.
I think that on him for as some no nye as some no or yeah as some because on it will lie Kwame. I think it was resolved. Dr. Kwekwe free and paying financial security something.
Okay.
I don't think that no a major SMPM. Subsequent to that, on the year na but there are a host of things are Okrodo into as a party or the actors the party political party there's three things that the data, personality and the message.
Okay.
When you get these three things right, you win an elections. So if we have the personality of Katrina Feku, why do you see it another?
Yeah.
No offensa, no son beje. And that's the first time MPP win it. And she's like that. Now message to you good because and then the data being the number of people we know and that sort of then we need to do extra research into that.
Okay.
But aside of that, other constituencies, Hunter Hona, Hunter is a traditional
NPPC, yeah. Hunter West, Agunam Kwanta, and all.
Hunter West, Agunam Kwanta, Hunter West, Kwesimintum, Efia, Second D, Takrade, no, Eko Shama, Hunyaya Hunter.
Esikado.
Esikado Katan, yes, into Hunyaya Hunter, and Sana Kowasa. Mpoho on your wasafu and sana bansme until we didn't mpoho penny will sit to her.
Okay.
And then you go to Nsmea sitting in a fianza 3 no.
So the 3 blocks in for Nzemano is with the NDC now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now I'm in Fisu.
I'm in 3 blocks in yeah, that is in East.
Exactly.
Okay.
And to see that's how we have to look at it. And see, like I said, no, the human resource were banned. Only neighbor but now should be any capability. Maybe as in bottle a jumo behenazi, then we're going forward. So it's not all lost. But I think that what happened in 2020 is a wake-up call for Ian. On the president for the time no we were complacent.
Yeah.
2008 if the IEBB we no fianza. So I'm happy that in the first term no Inya shock be day. So I didn't yeah then it's on now a menyanku so I don't know occupy positioning if you hand so I don't that's how one of the things are affecting because people are not fit for the positions we put them in.
Okay.
Say yet to about we delegates na kejo wa to aba now within the constitution the wisdom of the constitution also there 7 no yen won o ma yehwe diversity atasa e bia na bisi ankum e bia community bi ankofa. That's how we have to do the appointment onye there menyanku na yɛkɔ meeting na ɔbɛka bi ama mti, and that's from my research and other my experience. That is what happens. Nti bon the chairman be opedo nyadom
to support his side.
Exactly. And always being in the majority doesn't mean that you always make sense. At a santi, that I think that but looking at it, the party itself is an efficient party.
Okay.
Yes, structures not no but how effective management in the work can. And all is not lost. This is a wake up call into going 2024 into 2024. Prick your conscience now. Party.
Very interesting. And I feel like this is Kessben FM 92.9. We are live in Kumasi on Kessben FM 93.3 across all 16 regions of Ghana. You are watching us live on your TV, digital television, Kessben TV. Who used to Go TV and Pacho channel 19. Ubeni live on Go TV. Now I feel what you may actually around the globe, and so we are live on Facebook this morning and YouTube channel no more America, Asia and Europe baby live on our YouTube channel on Kessben TV. Facebook we are also live on Kessben TV and as well Kessben FM 92.9. Yeni Ora Charles Bisiu, outgoing regional secretary of the New Patriotic Party in the Western region. Charles, still now know that she a presidential staffer.
That be
okay. What resigning?
No, man resigned a 4-year term.
Okay.
Interministerial committee on Mr. Paside.
Okay.
And then another don't quite for the government no be Mr. Paside for them anas bogus video be no yeah. It is and to oban them Mr. Paside no one should police.
But have you been cleared of that videos?
Yes, by the police I have, yes.
Okay.
Nti no so bia hun adokro in the no or no film or stage the film be no be pem odin beshim. No that nazi atasa.
But how has that affected your political career and your image?
You see, sometimes obi wo food or ya no asell. Okay. But no you wadum. And you realize that when the man wa to tunkrofo pure Ghana. Yes. And first of all, not Ghana the Mazen Umbra because I mean Musana Muabrichin CSI investigation. You when what you do a video or follow the video now and away reenactment and another even pre-enactment now. Where the Mizamaniana what's the various agencies. Okay. No why your investigation. Where investigation only I had ways of one beer. Okay. Then we are nature there one prosecuting and they show video. But I would na could show. Yeah. When your investigation be the laws no so law no baby or apply. And see I don't think that it really initially no if you are no be feel there the political career I say. No idea. But for me, first of all, say me pancha member consolation. Okay. Because if you are me female ban, on your them what it's and the politics no so you na ye ba boom. Ye juma but to be one individual you ba ye ba ne aba for party and guidelines and our constitutions So I believe that more previous ones why I think we need to delve into them. Okay. Yeah, and now previously. Yes, because how maybe innocent people
or enticing for
exactly because I mean 20,000 citizens Nyankopo man onyaza made it doesn't make sense. Sabiono mutum chemosem them. Okay. And some chemosem them o send them kaji and baby anameteno so no na soja foka mo anamboa pay football gold meaning baby anani nyina wo nti why that mama obi ekotu no abetem 20,000 amanka some to make 2,000 gold no so na me chibi mecha mo record I have every document record na my friend na tiwa no CID boss na my friend na wa test do gold and partner had handle over every document is there nti sadam da banya sanjo botum abana mizesi I can't do that because good nankasa ma make chim do ebusum nti say obi what's work here pa even why rituals I do not know not why you why no aka no rituals na do aka pekwan ba na do yemfa what to fifripo we could tamra na akaji na first admit be mu no it would not augur you well one come up ka wasofo nyina nti them video is but we just then Yankopon use no o de boy no atasa there aza oye no and I've forgiven him, and I think that going forward, I did in agencies, no friend or kitchen, and next time it's a video be them that Fabra agencies, but what they try to do is that they try to make sure, ensure that Ghana free in GN institutions, because they want the police for the also when you want pedo any police, pedo any special prosecutor. No, I don't get it, but all in all, no. Was I am Crawford? If I remember, no, we're being Crawford.
Yeah.
Until I don't see that affecting my political career. Oh, I'm politics in the mayor part because you know so politics no. Obia wone central about politics.
Yeah.
Obi ho pedo obosom. Obi ho pedo me ojiska. Obi also pedo nyetum no zizu Crawford. Me zin the bosumi. Into bonda feel no, you have the hunger to do it. Na obi odi obey skinty so oba no for the scam baby ma on oba future baby or ako. And then my statement is to serve and then also to make an impact and touch lives.
Yeah, but that's impact in this. So na ya ba wa agenda u crisis here and also na me basis here. But let me give you 2 minutes. You're very important to me and Brana Joe. Your share of flyers, a lot of questions were coming about this particular galamsey interministerial Juma Okoye and Nas Aramia Nas video a whole lot of conversation about you, any old person a buyer. Obia Otiewa for the want of time. Otio for the first time on a Nas video on Jiwundi in other sense it be a what Jane say oh you're corrupt and all of that in 2 minutes clarify yourself and clear the air. Obi a Otio no na afeye movie on to the
but on put I there my bare 5 minutes because Munsroka at a much review because I am a reputation as something.
Yes.
You see, first of all, say it's a fruit tema. So me and mun disrespect one better. That's the first thing. I will not disrespect anybody, the president, Obiawa Ghana, there one to Mudaba. So no, that's an insult to everybody. Number 2, there's a gentleman called Francis Osechang.
Okay.
Double contest or dropping or disqualifying. I'm a Pomano constituency.
Okay.
Now, when president gave me the job, now I mean, we do not make a fancy pin for now, Mam Crawford, and ye. So I said, okay. Francis Nim started Juman. Juman's not mentasi. Honestly, I'm a background in corporate law.
Okay.
Until one the UMAT lecturers in paying for numbers one brain or another lady, Dr. Nadi de Tego, on a bear consultant. Jumanti kind of guy new forest reserves, oh, Apramprama Forest, Cobra Forest. Maybe the Introbwasi, her church, no, how good whopper. And now I'm like, good, also say, you bet me a corner, no, I'm from the Penin BC, them Penin will Penin is Yambra, no one Yambra, no one castle. And see, lecturers, no paying for what you might do to them. Why is this guy doing? No. So my mandate is to sanitize and restructure that is now.
Mining, no?
Yes. Nti I'm a ban no ya ide nti me zan the vet licenses and ensure that yeba kumasa. Golden tulip panapamo sorry na guy by 6 o'clock no wabo. You the golden tulip pay for lift ma balcony no right, yeah?
Yeah.
No Crawford to onye galamsey for envelope. And this thing that I'm saying, he's hearing me, he can sue me. Atasa somebody say this.
Yeah.
Okay. Nti no the envelopes are but no masako. No, I'm not here to take money. Major money. Then I kept reporting to Professor from Pombatin.
Okay.
The gentleman into this one. This is what he's trying to tell me. But I'm not. I need Juma's presidency. So in the 3rd of all month, I got angry and I got rid of him.
So you sacked him?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that time the man able my appointment letters. And so any man or any crow, maybe I'm more. Initially, he was trying to because I have a calm demeanor. Until that me very assertive. Into your baby number Casano will be John or take over. So I warned him, no, my friend, if you do that, I'm going to the fact that man Casa being mean tough.
He was assuming authority, I am farmer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Until your crocofrodia, I can share MMDCs. No, and I told me in the front of the MMDCs, I said, just sit down. I am here to speak. As I said, until it's me, you know. And my
position Ben and near crowd, no your personal.
Ben will catch him no a geologist, but eventually, it's only a geology. The party disqualified him. That's what I'm going to get at.
Okay.
Because time now about contest, primaries.
Yeah.
The party disqualified him based on what he did. That's a
Okay.
So after that, then I got rid of him. Then on the 17th of December, that's when we lifted the ban on
small scale mining.
Yeah. So Wuntumi, Chairman Wuntumi.
Okay.
Chairman Kisi Eastern Region.
Okay.
And a kid Jimfua. They are miners. Okay. So during the time they ban on Yehuda mine, they all said they have to respect the president. So I suggested to Professor from Pombwata there, them painful, we're a party from painful. And now I respect the decision of the president. And now they're going back into mine. Into one now, or they have more messaging so that they, as I explain it to them so that when they go out there, because the media and everybody will be watching them.
Yeah.
So that the best practices is happen. One will implement so that people will learn from them in their regions. Yeah, you only a meeting. Until following that, in Buntumi or concessions for summer boy akonta mines or day into wakada obia no there's babani ashe or documentation to make sure it's good. Into in January, Buntumi had gone to London, and then Andy calls me. No say Buntumi ni PA. No say the chairman so Umbra no boom. No, so okay, that's fine. But then on the 4th of January, my regional organizer Abdul Ganiu, or your program or talk at the Kingston Hotel, which I donated 30,000 cedis. Parliamentary caucus, Western Region, 20,000, and then other people. Well, no award no constituency organizers.
Yes, okay.
Or top fridge mobi or top TV mobi. So we gave him the money, and went to me a pledge to give him money. Until Okra and Andy by Andy from the boss Sombra. So Andy bed first day movie free the mission. So when he called me, I made to Christ the king. I'm so office because there are systems in place for you to go for document. No, so that be. Chairman say, on Shamna, or those Shamnon, then Margin Crodo there, people. So I said, okay, the next day, no, so but that, but no, put on fight, no, so I do on Yimishia. So I waited the next day. The next day, no, Tuesday, I think the Wednesday, I was going to go to London. I'm doing my PhD at Bristol University, but no more could Dubai no more for. No, so, Mokro office, Maka Krewo, Jubilee Nazi. Then he calls me, no, so free. I'm so okay, Umbra office. Until Mokro office, no be or but no only gentleman is in nature do a party boy or you organize a polling station BBBT na chairman no boy is no chronosis Mumbuan. I'm share documents. So when I looked at the document on the 2-year ban we did something called economic restitution because if you've lost 5 months, there's 5 months left on your license, 2 years now, man, we have to give it back to you. Okay, into that no 4th of April. He came there in January, so he has about 3 or 4 months to mine. And so I want to okay. Then the young fast track. Fast track meaning no. No, we were doing mapping of consent after the vet. They brought all their documentation.
Okay.
Until we have documentation, and we need to go and check the site and see that
from the data you have.
Yes, because problem in the license could own about 4 concessions.
Okay.
So after vet, and you use Google Earth. European Space Agency now they came free of charge. European Space Agencies will be spend organ hand and Chimutuma that charge because I brought them.
Okay.
They did it free of charge. Francesco came from Switzerland to do it in Chelsea Depot. World Bank no check. Subsequently, me on the mundo will be ministry. Then I sent a message to National Security Minister that this thing was done free of charge for the state. So I will not allow that. Now, into them documents. So one fast track on phone because that team no work on mapping. It starts from about 10 pickups with Dr. Adwa, surveyors being full lecturers on my phone. One will lead the team into 10 pickups. So they're going central, western, Ashanti, and then eastern to map the concession. Into say our unfolded, there was a late payment of 3,000 cedis.
Okay, as a fine.
Yes. Okay, because the mapping was being done free of charge. But later, you might only publish your papers. And after that, you need to pay 3,000 cedis.
Okay.
Into our bed, I'm okay. One fast track, one car, no crop to Central Region. And in the video, you heard me say that go and pay 3,000 cedis. Late payment. Okay. Into major briber 20,000 or the mom. Some of you will not die. Mind 20,000. Let me go to late payment. It has to make sense. 2, I want near my license.
Okay.
Code in an version. Code in the new ABM is bay. concession biano ni DNA ho no.
Okay.
Because previously na yenyim concession no run.
You are able to track every concession per the code that will itemize it to.
Yes, no.
Okay.
I would na ya mo
specific code.
But code no expiry date EPNT one of monitoring team what scanner, it tells you everything about you.
Okay.
Your company. But first the bone concession yenyim no run. Nti concession no run directors no something called director's duties. You do in our pictures. Into scanner, director no duty. Obaba galam stop no. Okay. So na me the man. Into one makle hon. E bon the America says nam the phone or the speaker.
Yeah.
I was given the instructions. So my job bribe na me the man. No. Me mo bia hon. Nti e better there e hodo so Andy's discussion nsem. No say chairman say the chairman was wound to me.
Okay.
So when I took the money, I just threw it. The man that's simple, because I knew what it was for. No. Now, after Andy has done that, next day, Wednesday, I'm number office there, na BPI and San Marco Airport, Emirates. So when I got there, the guy was sitting there, no face for. Now what he's done with Aberton to San Aberton was for iron on tried to bribe Biao. So he realized that no been poor almost can to phone. So he tried bribing Dorothy, Ralph, Onyawanji. Because a Juma Modo, a Juma and a pa 8. Yeah. After 6 days, nobody gets out.
Okay.
I fed them. All lunch, make sure the Upia when you two because minus were more bribes.
Yeah.
So nobody did that. Into one discount. Into Mupe not to no so nams was in 1 year more no so Darby what we're dealing, I'm okay. Number Fred Dorothy, Dorothy, I told you, no so boss. Yeah. One. Or dear GRE. No, yeah, check BBA.
Okay.
GRE. The tax identification or the fake tax identification code not be. So that they will go and report that tax identification or fake by on my bribe. We caught that. Electoral Commission.
So he was actually not paying taxes.
Yes. Concession for no 1 year you may be out. It doesn't exist. You undercover be okay be here. 2. You check voter ID card. That one was also fake. Okay.
I see.
You check GRE. So everything, Registrar General, or they check ni na ansa no akọ galam stop no do. Nti ono na no worry na ofi do ocho no mo nya hwe na ya check no fake. So in the system every nti adwuma ye man bo enwio. Because the GRA tax identification number ni na no nya correct. Atasa. So academy na so okay, make sure you've done all the whole thing. Na mo office. Me nyempin for kase. Nti mo pay not to no hyiam bio. No say boss na chema untumi sim nka asem nchro. Na I'm so okay. You go back to the office. No be like my I've got no said I be a party as no say men can go as private. That's when I went to sit in a room wearing a blue in. No he okay say no say boss yes the machines na kona boy see a so I didn't know what he was talking about. Abba machines.
He was almost confusing you.
Yes, so no okay the machines no yeah. Not a bribe, no, also was no. On the mama 1 year, no 1K, you want to them in
okay.
So when he said machines, I said, what machines are you talking about? Because we know what I'm common. I said, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. Chairman's paying 5,000. And I was going, no, it's 5,000. That money on the 19th of January, I'm mentioning it, was recorded. Because I mean, I'm fiscal into accountant of Ebenezer. Because party for your body obey this comes so quick and ho Monday moment got other to party for that. Then I left. To my brother where from boss you will say what are you talking about? So he wanted to record me on over the phone. So you know because me ma orkan.
Yeah.
My buy number today video app. My if you bridge be to this. Na me there was a video be day. Now. So that's when I called Andy. Andy, I've seen something going on now. What's happening? No, so you na on your Francis don't be up until that. I didn't know it was Francis who brought the guy.
Okay.
Until I said, but Francis used to work here. Until say
I fired him.
Yes. Until said the majority up the way on your BBI rocket science, so you can speak to Dorothy, Abigail, the girls away you want one young man because on your BBI. So let's call the guy. So I called him. And then he said, oh, Ninyan Kubi or London or in Crotech, Ninian war concession. And I'm okay. So this is what the guy has come to free Bushamfu. No one should statement, no one should boy in up to now, you boy.
I see.
You boy. You understand? So it was something that the Francis guy cooked because one oil mine
trying to set you up.
So that's the whole that's why the party disqualified him from contesting in Grabing. But I knew this in 2020. Time in elections in police exonerated him within 4 months. I had a copy of the report, but we're going for an elections. So I shouldn't be talking as a party officer. No, it me na bibia or follow through. Inti asam no kesanya.
Charles, a very sad situation, but let's, as it may be, why has it taken you so long, even after the election, to clear yourself? Because our story, I will no pay, Bibrinano and Tid.
Okay. Ebia had no one tea because some police report number last year.
Yeah.
And about last year, but the year before, no, it came out the police what to issue the statement. No, why claim. So I didn't want to feel that baby Hanam catchim Nazi atasa. And as I'm so Michelle party delegates now, I'll tell them the truth. And I'll mention the names of people who are behind it. Onya Hanamaka. Atasa, Onya Debia, Mabatona Maban, more party no massive. But when I meet the party people, I can show them evidence. Metro on paper evidence of people within the party who were involved. And now Galam say Juman Onya and people could say and this fool. It is the only area offended political party somewhere.
Yeah.
Obia what's the cooking for Ajasa no the real food they were the wrong and see that's how it is. And see it's not because I've got nothing to hide into any other manner. No, that's what it is, yes.
Very well. I was here, that's it. 4 minutes after that, Yeni Ura Charles Cromwell and AD and Komo BCU, the outgoing Western Regional Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, now seeking to become the next General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Now, we are privileged, sir, and he has taken time. Enti galamse ni video by interministerial committee Charles BCU a bribe of 20,000 any de ka ho nyina no wonte ya anopay wa train sem ni mo ama wate ase and we are grateful edru baby a ama man kama asem ya pa but I believe say Charles is healed upon the revelation our dear Maya. Charles, let's come back to the issue. The more reason why you invite you want to be the next General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party.
Exactly.
You're a fine gentleman, I must admit.
Thank you.
And the entire episode called General Secretary.
Okay, Maka story be actually on there. 1992. No more than so man.
Okay.
I'm on the time, and then at that time I was about 19 years old. Then I went to the UK. I'm back. Na 96. I'm Papa fi Western region.
Okay.
I'm Papa Yen's main hunter. Pa Grant is my grandfather.
I see.
So mba nam peta kraze pa anti wo makona na mko unde akra ne mfa na competition wa ha the young boy this akra girls girls no ba mo kotade am a hero I said that kraze competition no ma wo mo agron kwanta side no ba be king kono see what happened was that 96 and so to about Iskafa Mantam number 2 Ifa Palace. Then I went to the UK. More UK no nam your party juma into 2006 2007 maybe a low number akufado chambers mo back mo kodama 2010 am there mo contest parliamentary primaries wa Hunter West. So I went and I lost mulusi na ye juma 2012 your election yenya umosi infractions na. So whilst we're doing that, I was sat back. No more share more court case. 17,000 pink sheets. For example, Hunter West Day, no, 3-point zone. A honor papa fee. A honor up to now, no results from that. Honey Yensanke from 2012.
I see.
So we lost the seat for the first time. Hunter West is an MPP seat.
I know.
Ike Datsun is my great uncle. But Kwame Appiah time no. Ike Datsun don't know a concert party or friend Hunter trial on the Blamise and Munaje, Ike that's on ocean fisheries. And then I think during that time he introduced my dad and my papa to set up Moak fisheries, whatever. Now Ike that's in that time on your Arakwashi, Kwame Appiah contest people on CPP Lucy. So traditionally Hunter West has been
a typical NPP seat.
Then 1992 stolen verdict into Ofe. Into 2012 we lost the seat because William unbeknownst to court. The person who we put there never brought the results. MPP into pink sheet number. Now yes, Lucy. So it means that happened everywhere. Now into Mushadam first of all, in I pretty about parliament. Your parliament in the party near stronger. We're getting nowhere. So I made a decision that I'll go for the regional secretary of the party.
Okay.
Maybe from Kadamoko constituency chairman. Now I just sitting. Na penyi no. The way it's in Ibutum Island. I manage a region in Auntie. Na ye phone. Na mukren what to abama. Na you wini. Bobo kon to penyi because na parliament ubutyoko. Na regional secretary untoko. No, it's not about money. I just want to make an impact. Inti na mukren. And then, like I said, 26 seats.
Yeah.
I remember 2016 May, meeting Boko for the party in Abishio. Obiaya no report. Dambucho was there, and then he said, "No, my report is the good one. Now, I think most of them should be adopted." I mentioned that we're going to win 8 seats, and I mentioned the seats. Much for me, mamo. Now, painful so no. Kada 3 seats and 8 Sudan Namsadabi. Politics is scientific now. I do not understand. That time you to about polling station won't do 600 po.
Okay.
And to say Nipan won't do 1,000 polling station. No human resource of 5 polling station executives. Well, what are their job? Why did you put them? One phone and two one by delegate.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Because I had a way then you have an employment contract. Once while employing, they don't just have to leave you. I'm a consul, I'm on Zama. Abaden, Obama,
they need their
tools and effective, and it's in company law contract, okay, employment contract. Now, into Nipana atu abaman, amo atu abaman or as police need you mind. I mean, match Nipana Mohonde, Ubiana 200. Shepherd them. I need information from them. Okay, because that's the data collection. Because company like Nestle Ghana, okay. Why do they increase production or decrease production? We have something called retail campaign.
Okay.
On the net party, Chairman McWin would be a say your locality every week milk what to 100 or your retailer no catch the a domina about doors into the motor 150 a number. Then it goes to the district.
Yeah.
Then it goes to the region. Then the corporate headquarters they make a corporate strategy. Apply that to a political party. Why do we put people there and then we don't follow up, and then we leave them? The times I see a bear rally be no. The party, in terms of party, efficient, but it must be managed effectively. Okay? Second, the party wants to happen, but then you're insulting BJ Daro champion for Buchumkon. It's an efficient party. How are we collecting our data? It's one. In Tikofori, I'm a kind of massam no, and Paso, Yabeno, the 8 seats no.
Waji.
And the reasons I'm it wasn't rocket science, it was data collection. Near to boom. Now, in 2020, there are things, and I know the reasons why we lost the seats.
Okay.
Some of the seats, because I said certain things. It will be and then 2, and that's some so orient. Because here the 2, Moko baby, I'm a kakasama, wait home.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, SMM market bribe.
Yeah.
It affected us.
In the region.
Yes.
Okay.
It affected us because static communication them though it's not true. They yes, some to some extent, but it affected the region. But people thought that I am in Lusu or I Francis Ose and then the group no imagine. And I wrote a petition to the party that they should deal with them. And the party wrote back and told me that he's been punished already into Mepaman Fanun Kokot, Menin Kokot, Mejan. When I meet the 17, I'll show them further documents pertaining to that. And see, reason ta, me put them as the general secretary, and I gave you an example from 2012.
Yeah.
Now, sitting back 2020, I sat back again, and I've seen the gaps between the effective management of the party.
It's not about John.
Yes, but John, Charles, this time round, it's not just within a region, at the national level. So, what do you see? Challenges are identified in the Western region, peculiar to other regions, and now region any a new strategy I will be developing to tackle that.
And the Ghana had and you want liberty professionals, you want. Na as a majan about liberty, number Mike Listen. No crutch Chelsea na do na okay excel anamuba until no turn wash Champions League nibi anamwa sami kufonum na be the playing awokre anamuba. So it means that records are there to be broken. Manka de jombo do onye bi why bi
yeah
ehwe ajenim boaten na no Dan Botry na no hinin to moba Sir John Kwame Japan yes, and then John Nala. Time na Kaluis break record. To 12 seconds. Sanche Bakado Kaluis 12 seconds. He enjoy or experience na. But now it's under 10 seconds. Into be so baby. Time now break 12 seconds record. No be teach no ya metal. No be breaky. So I'm saying that when the region beyond any dynamics.
Yeah.
For example. Samoroko Ashanti region, na Maakye Jumowa, yeah. Ashanti region, you know what I'm going to do? Measure Ashanti region population. Na Makanendis for. Makanendis for. It's easier to count NDC people there, right? Nankeni nanken wakan. Masha kona mafuma should walk to Aba. Moko Volta region, Makan MPP for first. Into you
are in the minority.
Exactly. Into beyond any dynamics. Into what the way I manage the Western region. I came up with something called the regional dashboard.
Okay.
The regional dashboard was for my data collection. The data collection began from polling station dashboard, constituency dashboard, and the region. Then I looked at the constitution. The constitution of the party only defines the job description of the chairman and the secretary.
Okay.
In the party, no organogram for everybody else. So me adam design a job description. When I do that, then it means that I can measure you by what I'm expecting from you, because our TOCC where you want to define our more.
Yeah.
And so that's how you're measured. But then you're the mazen. Into my friend. Me senior secretaries no constituency from me on interview. They didn't know what I was writing, and I put it together with my regional organizer. Then I put it even near for regional executive committee. And I said, this is the tool that is going to be used to monitor all of us. Now, first, first there's a letter maka.
Yeah.
3 days, 4 days, number. So I set up an email. Into technology, yesterday is on Yende because I studied IT at university. Yes, offering create email addresses one. So at the click of button, will be an answer letter.
Yeah.
Time at the Mufundo. I work because of the British, yes, hours in Juma. See, every hour and not 2 hours more time I will Mufundo. Time and so I'm reaching Juma. Now, be at the Mazin, I shall say, the constituency secretaries. No, one call round, one Jim for me. No, I true people paper was Abraham. They thought that we are not going to monitor. Then I'll hand it over to my organizer, because our regional secretary, you are the CEO, the general secretary, you are the CEO. You have the research department, you have this department, you manage them.
And they are all working under you.
Yes, and so you should be able to coordinate them well. When you're there, hey, and obey you. We all agree that this is what we are, our performance indicators is what to talk. Into what you I try on Abram. Into my regional organizer, Abdul Ghani Crow, 1, 2. On any team, work check the nose. The microphone on the words question. So okay, when I was no Aziz will check into idea then you on accurate report. Or do that time now when you party will be and you tell me constituency secretary number will be at 200
a month.
Yes.
Okay.
Into Motuba. Now I do report about
no I
do scam. That's so I was getting that's why we're able to say that we win 8 seats and
yeah.
Until the seats I be a part in my allowances in Kakran.
Yeah.
That allowances, so I know what to human area treasure no about my uska and we can put a system in there that as a report be no or click na yehunya na ususka ko. So if you're asking me that it is at the regional level, yes, I can move up to the national level because I'm the only diaspora. No, let me an MPP Northampton chairman.
Okay.
I'm a pen for diaspora. I'm winning regional abasis
Executive
position of Ghana. Mubo winning some the mengu in massy. Henty, I echo international more. Eba regional. I'm a member of the National Council of the party. I've been for 8 years. Until Nimasama, Michelle delegates now. And so I have to work together with them. As I said, it's not being the lead and age on. You have to a team. It's only succeed, I also have succeed. It's not me as a young company, not one general said they must succeed. We all have to succeed together. And see, experience is many 8 years. Some the hen air can be our next skill or
yeah,
more respect to be but Munsro be Adamala.
I see.
Election. I
see. Very interesting. 17 minutes after 9. Charles BCU Namineno Edin Kobo seeking to become the next General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Well, it's a good morning, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, Charles BCU has let the cat out of the bag. Today, he's been vindicated. Many were the lies we said about him, but his personality is quite unique among all the people we have measured. God bless him. The evil Mandu runs after them, and Nas will definitely answer for this. And with the Abba Manuel Osborne, the Abba, also who are these people trying to convince to vote them in 2024? Seriously, Ghanaians are really suffering under the New Patriotic Party, and the president must do something about it. And with the Abba Mukala Jonas, great submission by the Honorable Charles Cromwell Nuyaunto Bisiu. For such a mature talk, the New Patriotic Party really need such a man of integrity and the technical know-how to lead the NPP on our next General Secretary slot. The Honorable Charles Bisiu has conducted himself both in the social and political life. Therefore, as a General Secretary forever, the NDC will be in opposition. Babies with sharp teeth is not what he encourages, won't help the tenacity to champion the cause of the New Patriotic Party. Let's vote for him to be the next General Secretary. And Mukaila Jonas, so at the Abba Teacher Constitution, we are say great talk by the Honorable BCO. God bless him. We wish him well in the upcoming contest. And I also with the Abba Bedu Williams. Where is the missing excavators? Bedu say don't be mischievous. I don't pay. I think he said we'll clear a lot of the issues. And no NC. And also, I don't know. Let me do a few more of the messages on WhatsApp now. Member Charles Subiem. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Great show by all standard. Today we are getting to know the truth. It has taken him so long to explain himself to the Ghanaian public, but the delegate will have to decide on the fate of who becomes the next General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Kwesi anyway, if we Achimota added by Kwesi Beda, so I say Chipalago from Ashanti due to the unforeseen circumstances. It looks as if John Bodu has failed. We must say a goodbye to him. The new crop of people contesting the General Secretary slot are well-able and knowledgeable guys. We need to give them the chance. Charles Bisiu is also a favorite. And what they Abba, but I say any message. I am from with the encounter. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Every person in this country deserves a fair hearing. Unlike the others who were crucified. Now Charles Bisiu has equally cleared the air with the mischief and propaganda leveled against him. We Pakwisi Edway free Efidiase Akokwaso Ana Ede Ebae. Pa Bedasene o message. You know, KK sir, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm sending this one from Manso Tontokrum and Odeba. God bless you and bless the Honorable Bisiu for a great show this morning. We, the delegate, will definitely decide. He's a clever and more intelligent person to steer the affairs of the New Patriotic Party. And Anope also Ode Abba. So those are a couple of messages I Ode Abba. Kendi Genius, same time next year, we will be talking about Accra Flats again. Nothing will change. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Can they make that say any message? I remember chat so that you wrap it up. Na you fancy. But contest, it looks as if we simulate. All this while, no, it didn't hear when declare intention, no. People have gone ahead of you.
Maakye say what's it? It's come quarter non chede kunyuma
Kessben
and two so original secretary. Waka bear for this. Mami we. So one mandate as regional secretary. Na major important sir. At one not more or less party kunanum. So you want for put a me for my bar. You want for on is a major time off. But I'm still the regional secretary. Not too soon as a member of the National Council. No, so one for dates and bear. Into me started the record. Not today. Party and
Okay.
I do not do that. We believe in the rule of law and democracy. And see, that as an author time, I condemn so I own them more within the party structure.
Yeah.
Into motum young profit to convince. What they turn to
about your vision, I see.
I'm a party woman as it into our Obiba no corporatum go back and the Padia Baho, but yet nasam. Okay. So being one of them, I think I needed to uphold the party's integrity.
Okay, just 2 minutes. Final words. You want more show and on TV. The NPP delegate. I know. So this weekend, the regional elections, will be coming off. And Obia would you for the first time. Knowing your vision this morning, Manipa no what you truly stand for. Not I know said there will be another opportunity for us to engage you again before the election.
Mr. Speaker, first of all, which is the party in Maakye or efficient party that needs to be managed effectively. And there's three things: inclusive and sustainable collaboration between party and government. The bond of grassroots, which is them now on your grassroots.
Yeah.
And politics remain pia as a yeah. Just die when the vulnerable people near be why on the knees I vote. You have to be honest and consistent within that being a goodwill. And I do be able to. I call those people marginalized people. Businessman not in this cache in some day and phone call. And I suffer no bomb payment. Oh yeah, Skawayo. We have recognition. Another two party structures be stronger. Na MPP stay a ban matcher. Na the business akodo. That's all the person wants. But ye on ho. So I call them the marginalized people so that we bring them all together. It will be an awesome. And sustainability can make party efficient.
Yeah.
So we need to actually make it effective. It needs to be sustained. I mean, may advocate that we need to have insurance policy for the party. MPPG insurance policy, not to be a officer of the party, will be a beneficiary.
Okay.
I've seen people walk off from Flagger, you take advantage, and your officers, young Konifi, near your photo, mobile.
Yeah.
If you are, Obianca Sanumbium. Obi also, in the course of going to rally and Abi okay party, the way accident, we were Daniel was a Afaja to secretary, or to motorbike, the way accident, we number Wabeden. Into when the party sits and they will come up with an insurance policy, beneficiaries near party officers. Not today. I mean, that you are on the make sustainability. There's something that will be take care of. Will be a awesome party.
Okay.
Now, party so make an your message, papa. Because there's no manifesto in this country. They achieve over 50%, but the messengers are wrong.
I see.
Because with the phone it broke, then a number. But to perform the same function, but we will be for fraud or from brand. So we need to bring fresh air in how we manage our political party, the New Patriotic Party, which is the oldest political party and the best arguably in Africa. Into Maribana Musuma Bosum, into Maba delegates word Maba, Mr. Massam, but when let me just there with team as what to Mamso in the way Jamoho. Not today, Juana started because what to Mamno Jam, not a problem. They have to come with me and work with me.
Okay. Charles, we wish you well. In your rounds in Indiana, we wish you well. I know said the time will come again for us to interact before the election. God bless you and thank you. And to your Russians be here that been in the day. Come on, 26 after 9. This is Kessben 92.9. I goes here.
Okay, adesuma ma ye dia kogu na mayenton ade papa mawo me kan fu great gift ba ade amawo na Dr. Grace Boadu sa no pe me kan cho se wo ba bia wo pa wo woni ukunu momra na tena ye ne watena se na momagi aduru na wano beto nchia se bia mo pentafo anase mo pa ahenasa anase pese wo be ma anase wo ba Grace gift ba de ye tene so ane asori enu da nchen a etwere ɛna afei diabetes ne deɛ keka ho no wa bibidure tu ase wakofa mfidia ba hwe nipadua nim te sɛ wo bɛma wayɛ mmerɛ wɔ mpam no kɔ great gift eba ne kɔgye aduro ɛwɔ hɔ yɛ bi nkrɔbata miɛnsa ɛwɔ Ghana ha yɛwɔ Oshim school junction ɛwɔ Bayokese kwan ne so yɛwɔ Ebuakɔ Kofori dua yɛ bɛn Gawo Forest station no afei yɛwɔ New Achimota Petroleum Bungalow yɛne Family Life International School edi anim hwɛ Grace Gift eba no pay number wo betimi afɔ ɛyɛ 0244 126 123 when Dr. Grace Brodun Kasa Sosia afei ye kanfo Zien Naturalist Clinic edi amount na no de doctor no ye bone mena ne se doctor 3 days adentia yare no de be kwa acha 3 days pe no wahweresi na akro no te se wo a wanya stroke ye wo se ni da so ni ho no wo so amount just 1 week pe ye 7 days wo so wahweresi na wona wonante no eye doctor 3 days ho asem na meka no sa no na enompemu ha nyina ye de ko Zien na wo mo ema ye duro ama fe dompe no emu djuyen bibiduro mo bibiduro kan Zien Naturalist Clinic ho na mekanfo edi amount diabetes na face stroke afi koko besiaba edidi wani so ya cho temperature wo temperature bakena fa so wo boachi afro soro kan ho na kwai na doctor mo adura cha 3 days pe na hu na de clear na ye wo old Ashoman ya cho se Alloway Junction ho afi Ashoman Tulaku Crescent Village ya ne ICGC edian mo hwe number wo betimi afre ewo Ashoman old Ashoman no 0244 2640 01 0244 2640 01 and answer 0559 371927 Dr. 3 days ana yatene so aya sore na adwumayeko bi se yemfa na mo se wo mo penkrofo ne wo ma ya adwuma ne adwuma ho pe ya pa nti se obi yi ni ti se dia ne ya take opportunity no wajeme herbal center se ye po mo wani mu da wo no mo ni mu tie kasa nipa ho kama betimi aton aduro e dia ma wo mo salary ni dia ye kama ye be ma ba bia mo wada nya a chese wan so bon se wo ye adwuma mesro fa won kata asem ni bibi edu ho adanse ne frɛ number we ema me 0596 900 010 0596 900 eni yen emon komo na afi wa pa adwuma ne foforo eno so adwuma ko ne se wo mo peses personnel na we de onkrata asem ne bibi edi wadanse beba at that Twin Towers wo enkran ha na wa friend number we 0249 121929 ene empanifo no emon koma no pe ya mo adwuma pa na ultimate fashion ye shata de papa ewo ho kwana kwoto ata de pa wo de ko wedding ne engagement ye wo kumase adum ya ben Wesley Methodist no wo betimi afa 0209 136 733 na woni yen abon komo Kessben University College say suku a wo wi abenya adwuma ye no kontenance na school ni wo ya hostel facilities ewo ho na emom ye wo kumase city campus a ye adwuma nyina betimi abesua de number wo be free 0501 637383 na wo be for forms no multi credit say no pay yemfa to anim say wo mo emma wo besia na besia no ye kan ho bomu ba wo mo de be ma yen enti yemfa sa number we ye ne aye pa besia no 0244 176901 happy birthday enkoma Josephine Osaikwam yani aye reporter Osakwaku ne ba Professor Kwame odene to no ane akwada no odi na woda afei owura ne owura ye champon ye mo wo Asante Dwaben Presby no wo mo so wo ba ba Tracy Oforiwa champon ya wo first year wo Amani Ampon Senior High School ne ono so odi na woda yes le enhira pi edidi manim Mr. Speaker Eclipse Collateral Management at the Romantic and pay one move out. A very when you party and crack home fast what Ubeniano baby back and one Eclipse Collateral Management. Matuna yeah and the building your someone patrol who was what register with a year Lands Commission and they know. Unkrata semina no edemo ukwalan title no certificate no ekwa but your fabra ye de be ye adwuma aboa amamfa so de bebre na no etibia ba wajapade enkrata so Eclipse Collateral Management sir
car ne kura wo mpacho wa register with DVLA ama say car no ho krata se nyina no edimu efata bia no di adanse e dey say car no eye wodia mpacho fabra eclipse collateral management wo mo adaro wo mo den krata ne de be ye ejeba ama mfaso die bebre na no etimi abaso e de ama se de bia no me bon kai no krofo bebre na no enam sa kwa yiso anya sika de akere wo mo nwumem anopai ne kamfo de ama my numbers no is 0543 832466 0543 832466. Now when the Eclipse collateral management and advisory services for new command of pay. One more dental barrier. One crack. One more bear Medimosis Hospital. One money West African Senior High School. A share war. And I'll pay talk to them, and they will definitely respond and serve you better. And said and anytime you think of safety, and you should equally think of earning a decent income. Eclipse collateral and the Bayon Samuano.
Kessben 92.9 FM.
92.9.